All right. Where am I? Where am I? Mm, where's the second thing? Or where is the second one? Oh, okay. Okay. So going back to the design. Yeah. In the previous streams, where have we worked around? Okay, in the previous streams, we worked on the members. So this next one is going to be on the payout section. All right. So we're not going to waste time. Let's just jump into it. All right. So I think our app is running. So from the dashboard, we have this. You go on manage groups. We select a particular box, which is a group as well. And then we are on the dashboard. Okay. All right. So from here we can view box members, which we've already worked on in the previous episodes. So we're gonna now create a payout screen, right? Yeah. So on the payout screen, the payout screen is very, very similar to that of the box member screen. So what I'm doing here is to just go onto the box member screen and then pick what I have here, right? I'm going to use the search bar. So I'm going to pick this same search bar. Late. I think should I create a search bar right now? Now create a widget. Let me just use it for now. I'll create it later. I'm leaving a lot of depth in this. All right. So let me add a controller. So let me add a controller. Yeah. So we have the controller. Then we have our box colors. Yeah. I think that's all. I think that's all. So from there, we'll just call on. So we have single child preview. The child is going to be a column. All right. So the child is going to be a column, and then it's going to have children, which the first one, the first child will be the search bar, right? Okay. So let's check this out. We just hold reload. When the search bar is in there, then we move on to the card. So let's reload our search bar. How can you give your some people, yeah, so it's taking years to load. Okay, the old reload is loading. Yeah, I think we have a search bar now. So yeah, the search bar. We have our search bar. We need this. We already have this. So I'm just gonna pick this from here because it's the same thing, just some few changes, right? So let me go pick it from there. I don't know if I have to rebuild it, but if you haven't seen how I was able to build it, you just go back to the previous video, the part two, yeah, the live stream, the part two, you see it from there. Okay, so we're just gonna take this and the cards. We're just gonna pick this and use it on the payout screen. Just some few changes, you know. Yeah, so you don't have this. Use the box assets here. So we don't have this, and then we just create space between these elements. So we don't have size box, so give it a height, and then the height will be of it's gonna be 16.0 height here. And then from there, I'll just call the build box. Right. So I'll call the build box members. This card will contain the members of the box. That's as you see. Let me rerun. Let me rerun. So we're doing the rerun. Let me check the UI. Okay, so we are gonna have this. We're gonna have box members. Having the course members, we'll have who is receiving this day. So this person, Amache, is receiving today. We either pay now or we just select another person and then pay them. Right, so that's what we are doing. Yeah, so we have a box members loaded. Let me reduce the number because this is too much. Right, so let me just limit it to seven members. That's even too much. Let me just keep it at 5. All right, all this will be changed later. So we need to get a UI set hold before we jump into connecting with the backend. Yeah. So let's reload. After hot reload, and then what we do next? What do we do next? We create this screen. All right. So we are going to do something different. Okay. So let's first pick a card. Right. So we have the box card. Let's pick this card. Comparing it to what we have here. Let me change that image. I just don't like the image. I don't like the image. Onboarding image 5. Yeah, maybe this one. I just don't like this. So running a hot reload afterwards, we just do some few stuff. Good, 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 good. Okay, so what do we do now? We have our avatar, which is this. We have our column. Okay, let's check what we are going to do with this column. Let's see. Okay, the column is the same thing, just that we're going to have some few color changes. Alright, we're going to have some few color changes in here. We're going to have some few color changes in here, so that's what I'm looking at. Alright, so hey, big man, if you're watching, drop a like. If you're watching on TikTok, drop me multiple likes. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, and then share. Don't forget to share your ideas, right? Yeah. And also subscribe if you're a first time viewer. Okay, so let's build this. All of this is the same, so I'm not going to stress myself over this. I'm going to focus more on building this and then this, all right? This and this. So let's jump into it. We have the name, which is the same, so that's good. What we are changing now is this dates, all right? We're going to change this date. And then this here is going to be a button, right? So when we come here, let's align the items in the center, right? Because this is going to be our button, which appear to be in the center. So we're going to have it here, the pronoun button. And then we're going to change this to name and then what? I'm going to change this to paying now, paying today, something like that. Okay, so we can forget about this for now and focus on this. All right. So when you go to the design, we can see that it's in a row. We are currently focusing on this. So this is another row. This becomes a column. No, this two becomes a column. And then in this little column, we have another row that contains this and this. So that's what we are doing. All right. So this is the name. We have the name here. The next thing is the new row that will contain the dots and then the payments or notification or whatever. So we are gonna have a children, and then the first one is gonna be the dots, which will be a cycle avatar. The cycle avatar, we're gonna give it a color, which will be of the light green color. Alright. And the size, the radius is, I think, radius. The radius is not supposed to be that big, so currently let me keep it here. I'll change it later. For now, let me just keep it at 16 and I'll check with it later. So yeah, this is the first child. Then we're gonna have a space in between them. Right, so we have a width. This width is gonna be 8.2. Sorry. And then after that, we'll have the text, which will be this. Alright, so we're going to have a text, which will be this. And this text is what we are going to use to determine who is receiving. So receiving today, right? We're not going to use paying today. We're going to use receiving today. We're not paying, we're receiving. So this is going to be this. It's box labels. We're going to use the box labels. The receiving, receiving today, right? So this is what we are doing. And I'm going to create this, yeah, this variable in here. So we're going to have our static final string, uh, call it receiving today, and then in here we're going to have receiving today. All right. So this is what we're going to have receiving today. Then we have this. So let's rerun our app and see if we're going to have something like this. All right. So let's let me check. This is bold. Yeah, this is bold. Wait. So this is bold, 11, and whatever. Don't know why it has to be bold, but let me just keep it there. Okay. And the colors is gonna be light green, yeah? Alright. So let's rerun. Let me see what we got. Oh, that is very huge. Let me see. So let me see what we got. Let me see what we got. It's reloading. Is it done? My system very big. Alright. So we're gonna have it at 8.0. Okay. Hopefully the 8.0 works. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have it at, okay, the receiving today seems to be too light. Yeah, that's why she kept it as a bold. Let's say why? Because it's getting off. Let me see what we got here. Out here, so the size, it's 9. Even 9, 8 is very big, not to talk of 9. Wow. If it is that big, then I think 4. Because I don't know why you're so huge. Okay, now I think that is good. So take this off and see what we got. Okay, then when I come here, the cross axis should align the children to the start. Yeah, so let me see. Glory to Papa, glory to Papa. Alright, I love what I'm saying. I don't know if you love what you're saying, but I love what I'm saying. Record. Ute, papa, ute, ute, papa, ute, ute, papa, ute, 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 papa, ute. All right. So I think we're good with that. Whoever is receiving today gets to see this. And if you're not receiving today, there should be something else for you, right? So if you come to the UI, those receiving that current day, they have this, and then they also have this, right? Um, yeah, okay. Yeah, they also have the green border. They also have the green border. Okay, okay. So we're gonna do something now. Mm, what we're doing is in here, we are going to, in here, right? We are going to change this from admin or user to uh, a boolean value, right? Then we say it's receiving today, right? So in here, if it's receiving today, then we are hiding this for now. Okay. So if it's receiving today, so if the user ID is one, then that means that particular user is receiving today, right? So that's what we are doing. That's what we are doing. Yeah. So down here for this particular section, we are going to build something like, say, just a little, just build a row and call it build receivers receiving today. So we just send this. All right. So over here we say is is receiving today, right? If the person is receiving today, then we have to build receiving today and also build receiving another another day. If I do, what will happen? Okay, receiving another day. All right, so let's, I'm gonna have this role and change the name to the receiving another day. All right, okay, so receiving another day. All right, sorry. So we're saying if if the user's ID if the user's ID is one, they don't mean the user is receiving today. So we are gonna replace this with receiving today. Else we will just replace that with receiving another day. Alright, so during the receiving another day, we are gonna have this calendar and then the date for the next day out. Alright, we are gonna have the calendar and the day the user will be receiving. Okay, all right. So let's build that. So when we come to the receiving another day, let me check if I already have that calendar icon. So let me go in here in the icon. Is it the same thing? Ah, it's not the same thing. Say if it is a material calendar, right? So I'm gonna call icon. I'm gonna call icon, and then I will call calendar. The calendar icon. That's what I'm looking for. We don't have the specific calendar used on the UI, so I would have to go download it. What we have here, right? Let me export what we have there, and I'll use it. Oh, has it been exported already? Or okay, so let me save the exported calendar, and then we can use it there. All right, so I'm gonna cut this from here and go into Android Studio, box dashboard, and then VIP side. This is a VIP, the VIP side there. It is there. Yeah. Second, right? Yeah. Every day store is started. Why is I said paste? Have you not copied? But this one is how can the file away paste? Why? This is this correct. They don't know what the file is. Yeah, this is enough. We'll be done with it. Paste this thing. Why is it? I hate it when your PC wants to calendar icon. Share. What's this for? Calendar icon. So cut come in here and paste. Why? Okay, copy and paste. Oh, why give me stress? So I'll copy the path reference and then go add it to the variables, box aspects, and I come in here, just gonna copy this, paste it, and then place this with path. Okay, uh, is the clipboard full? And just clear it. Oh my God! Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we now have image icon, and in here we just call the asset node. Just asset node, we will pass box assets. Yeah. Okay. Uh, so let's see what we're gonna have. Why is it so close? Go back. You know, loading. Oh my God. Performing hot reload. Payout. Okay. So I think I've tempered with receiving today. Did I? Receiving another day. Okay. Then I tempered with this. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to from here. Okay. And then the size is too big. The color has to change, all right? And then the size has to change as well. So let me see what we got. Got a hot reload. This hot reload is taking so much time. All right. Okay. So after that, this will be in the system grade. Okay. And this text, this text will be different. Yeah, it has to all be in the system grade. So okay. Right. So next payout, and then we pass the dates. That's what we're gonna do, right? Yeah. So we in here, or say what? That's by this. Yeah. So we're gonna have something like next payouts, and then we pass the dates here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We're gonna pass the date for now. So June 26. Alright, 26 June is gonna be the next payout. So let me look at to do here. To do replace date with payout date from backend. Alright, okay. So this is not gonna be receiving today, this is gonna be next payout. Alright, so we can go in here, create one of this and just next payout. So we can have something like this. Right. Okay. Mm. So we run and let's see what we got. Why do I feel like this is too close? Oh, what's wrong at the label section? Uh, do I have it already? Okay, then that's cool. Okay, next payout. That's great. All right. So, is it done? Okay. Yeah, I think we could. So the one we're serving today is supposed to have a mm, When receiving today, it's supposed to have a green border and with a button that says pay now. Right? So the cards, yeah, the cards. Hmm. Okay, okay. What goes kind of time? Yeah. So it's receiving today. If it's receiving today in green, I'll just keep it transparent. Alright, so let's rerun and see what we got. Um, let's see what we got. Okay, you can see the border, but the elevation is not. It's preventing it from showing. That means the receiving today, then the elevation is supposed to be there. Let me check the size of the border from here. This that's one. Okay, so let's make the border width. Yeah, the width is one. Okay, right. Let's do the pay now button and then we'll fight over the rest. So we call the box buttons dot text button. Alright. So when you do the on press, what happens in the on press is we share confirmation prompt or a confirmation dialog. Alright. So it has the on press and then we have the text which is pay now, serial box labels dot pay now. Static final string pay now equal to pay now. Yeah, pay now. Yeah. Right, so let's rerun this and then see. This only shows if you are receiving today. Alright, so we call is receiving today. I don't want to type everything, just suggest it for me. Uh, you're losing your superpowers, and that's that. Yeah, okay, so if I'm receiving today, do that. I was receiving return a constant size bar substring, alright? Then show if I'm not receiving today. So let's see what we're gonna get. And from there, we style the button, then we can say we're done with this as well. Hooray! Yeah, hooray. Congratulations to us. Wait, why do I feel like something is off? Oh, okay, all is good. All good. All good. Oh, we're still not done. Be quick. Why is it the network? I don't know. Hmm, okay. Right. Okay. So we have a pay now button. We just have to change background color. Then we're done. Yeah, we're literally done. So let's go into the button. Where's it? Here it is. Text button. Then we call the background color. All right. So we call color. Then we call background color. Right. So when we come here, it's either we're using these colors or we're using that. Okay. So let's say if background color is not null, then use background color or use box color. Alright. So this is just saying use background color. If not, just use box color. That's what we're saying. Alright. So I'm here now. The next thing I'll do is to change the background color to the base a light green. Alright. Light green. No, it's the light green. No, it's not light green. It's the yellow one. Base yellow, yeah. Yeah. So move it to Papa. Move it to Papa. Move it to the toilet. Yeah. As you can see, I think we done, right? But let me just add a little opacity, 0.5. You know why? Because the splash is not showing. And I just wanted to show. I want the splash to show. Hot reload takes a lot of time and then I don't know why. Nah, that's not good. Let me just keep it according to you and it says and focus on my work. Yeah, okay. So I think we could oh nah wait it's left with this. It's left with this. Left with this. So let me build that right away. Oh, so to build that button in the bottom, I think there are different ways to get that done. There are like tons of ways to get that done. The easiest one for me is using a stack, right? So I'm gonna use a stack to put the button in the bottom at the bottom, and then okay, so I'm gonna use a stack here, and this the whole scroll is gonna be the main elements, and then the button is gonna be on top of it, and I'll align the button to the bottom center of the stack. So that's what I'm doing. If you have a different option, you can share with me how you do yours. Maybe yours might be more simpler than this, so that I can learn from you. Yeah, so we have this, and now you can create an align. Uh, then I set the alignment to bottom center, right? And I can go ahead to create a child, which will be box buttons, right? Dot elevated button. Then I'm gonna have it on pressed to be this. So on press of the button, what are we doing? On press of the button, what are we doing? So next, um, share. I have a question right now, but I'll confirm that from the UI because if pay now is here, then why do we still have to have next? It doesn't work for me. I don't understand. Yeah, so that means you can select a different person to pay. So although this person is receiving today, you can select a different person to pay. So when you select a different person, this button hides, this person get highlighted, and then you have the next. It's a lot. I'm gonna keep it and then confirm from the UI what is supposed to be there. Yeah. So on top of that, what am I doing? I'm just show payment confirmation. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And the on press button is pressed. Right. And then the text becomes the button text. So we have box labels, and we have next. I'm sure there's next. Yeah. So let's see what we got. Hot reload, hot reload. Yeah, we have our next objects at the bottom. We have our next at the bottom. And next thing we do is to make sure the next fit both sides of the screen, right? So we are going to put this in a row and this in an expanded. Yeah. So we want the next button to extend to the edges, the right and the left edges of the screen. That is what we're doing. Yeah. And then you just have to put a little bit of padding or margin below it to raise it a little. Yeah, yeah. So I can just put this. I think should I put it in a column? Let me just put it in the button and the bottoms. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Only, only the bottoms. That's 8.0. That was too small. I think it should be 24. No, my normal one, do I use it? 32? Nah, let me check from here. From here to here. How tall is it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think 16 or 16 should be in. No, no, it's not 24. Uh, 16 should be enough for now. I will confirm from the UI how tall or how short it's supposed to be, right? Mm, yeah. So I think we are through with this one too. Yeah. I think we are finally through with this. I think we are through with it. So let me go back Then members. Okay. Then if we move away from members, payouts. We have payouts, and this is the payout. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, not bad. So now there's one thing for me to test out. Let me generate multiple children, right? So 10 children to make it extend beyond its level currently, because I want to scroll and check if the items will show behind the button. Yeah, yeah, it's showing. The items are showing behind the button. Okay, so I'm gonna have a size bars for the last item, right? So that will be 32 point nothing. Yeah, and then for the normal button, why is it why is the button? Mm, yeah, for you, instead of pardon, you're gonna be cleaner. You're gonna have a color which is white. Alright, so let's rewrite. Mm, so let's rerun to see what we got. We do everything live. Yeah, we're done. Yeah. So as you can see now, we have elements able to scroll above the button. Let's see, the 32 is just, I mean, 32 is too many, is too less, because the last element is just coming on top of the button, which is not so good. So using 32 is too less. Alright, so I'm only doing 8. So I'm going to use 40. Yeah. So this should solve our problem and everything. And we can say that we are done with the part 3 of this episode. Yeah. So when this is done, then we can say we are done with part 3 of the episode. And we will continue tomorrow because I'm tired. Because I'm tired. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like. If it's your first time, just subscribe. and also share your ideas. I'm tired. If you're watching on TikTok, just tap 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 tap, and then that's all. Yeah. Okay. So think I think we're done for the day. We're done for today's stream. We've been able to successfully build our screens from here, from recent activities to members and to the payout screen. If you missed any episode, don't forget to go back to the previous streams right there in the playlist. You can see them there and then follow. Tomorrow we move on with new screens. We're gonna do the invitation and then the final payout stuff. All right. So having you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your ideas. I'll see you